It's Mike Jones, DC 101. Tonight, Capital One Arena, WWE is back in town for Monday Night Raw, and I have with me this morning the Grinch that stole Thanksgiving. It's Dominik Mysterio. Dominik, you SOB, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Let's just get it out of the way, man. Let's just go for it right now. You go in there, you, Rhea Ripley, you put the boots to your dad at Thanksgiving. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
You know, I was trying to bring her home to meet the family, and the family just didn't accept her. So we had to.
No, that's your story.
We had to handle some business.
That's your side of the story, man. I saw a broomstick. I saw holding your dad down, a picture and everything. Man, what are you going to do at Christmas time?
You know, if Mama decides to share her tamales this time, then we should be okay.
Dude, I got to say, though, Dom, like, as heinous and awful as that was, that's the kind of stuff as a WWE fan, you know, the fact that went out Thanksgiving afternoon and we saw that, it was like, holy crap, this is the stuff we love. Like, in the ring, outside the ring, you know, at your dad's house, whatever it might be. That's the stuff that makes you love WWE. And you guys had to have so much fun doing that, too.
Thank you. And yeah, Rhea and I definitely had a lot of fun doing that. Not only flying into Las Vegas and realizing that, oh, you know, we're gonna go home and see if the family accepts us. You know, unfortunately they did not, so it turned out for a good video.
No, it was great, man. It was, you know, stuff like that, really, and I feel like it's really, I don't know, the last couple months, it's really increased there. Like, the storylines have gotten so much better and everything. It's just, it feels like it's a really good time for all of us fans and for you guys, WWE Superstars, too. You got to be loving everything right now.
Oh, I'm loving everything I'm doing with the Judgment Day. You know, they're my new family at the moment, and they welcomed me in with open arms, and we take over Monday Night Raw, and we will again tonight at Capital One Arena.
Absolutely, and we got you guys, Judgment Day, and we're going to see a tag team title match. We got the Usos, Riddle, and Elias. Bianca Belair is going to be there, Becky Lynch. So everyone, you can still get tickets at Ticketmaster or Capital One box office. And let's talk about Judgment Day, Dom. It's, you know, you debuted just a little over 2 years ago. You started out with nobody there, too, and that had to be so weird. So you've come now into Judgment Day, dude. How have the last 2 years been for you? Like, you've gone through every possible change in WWE.
Yeah, it's definitely been an emotional roller coaster for me. You know, I, like you said, started off with no fans, kind of just hearing nothing, to hearing you know, kind of a virtual crowd, to 13,000 people, you know, in Houston. So for me, that was a big blessing to be able to be a part of it. And it's just, you know, my career has not been normal.
No, not at all.
And I've kind of just been thrown into the deep end, and hopefully they're like, let's see if you can swim. And I think I've been swimming a little bit.
I think you've been swimming pretty well, man, because a lot of people were seeing it like you didn't go to NXT like most people do coming through. It's like you came in with Dad, debut SummerSlam, right? It was a SummerSlam.
Yes, sir.
So you debut on one of the biggest shows of the year, even if it was without people there. It was still one of the biggest shows of the year.
Against Seth Rollins as well.
Yeah, so no pressure. SummerSlam, Seth Rollins, nobody there, and you swam, dude. And that's pretty cool. Let me ask you real quick. You said about hearing some people in the arena at the Thunderdome. Did they have the crowd coming back to you guys? Or like, that still had to be weird too. You see all the TVs, but were you hearing people?
Yeah, so we would hear the virtual crowd that was there at the moment. I don't know how that exactly would work, but we would get a little something from them. You know, we would hear like cheers, and if they were cheering for you, you could hear it. Even though it was virtually, they were still there. Okay,
so you have individuals, but all together too. That's interesting though. How much did you find it was a relief to actually get people live back? Because WrestleMania was the first time with people back, right?
Correct.
A couple years ago?
Yes, that in Tampa.
Yeah.
So for me, I hadn't experienced like the fans yet. So for me, not having a crowd was normal. So once we started getting that crowd back, that my first show with the crowd where I was able to perform, it was completely different because I felt their energy, I felt my energy, and it was just it's a whole different world out there, man. And it was a real blessing to be a part of.
But again, no pressure, WrestleMania, you know?
Yeah.
And you swam once again, dude. So now we're here, though. Now we got you with Judgment Day. It's been a couple months now so far. How is it? You got Finn Balor, the first Universal Champion, the legend Finn Balor. You got Rhea Ripley, who, I mean, she's kicking ass and taking names. Damian Priest, he's a bad dude as well. You get to learn from three of the best in the business every night. How do you feel about that?
You know, I feel very, very fortunate to be in that position that I'm in. You know, like you said, Finn has taken me under his wing and has just, you know, been guiding me and teaching me. And, he's been in this business for so long, you know, and he's accomplished so much. Same with Damian Priest, you know, and you forget that Rhea is so young as well. She's 26, 25, and she's
your age.
Yeah, she's my age, and she's already accomplished so much in her career, you know, and she's I'd like to think that she's just also getting started. So it's a very, very big blessing to be a part of the Judgment Day, and hopefully we just continue to grow.
And it's only been, I mean, for you being there now, it's only been a couple months, and I feel like you guys haven't even started to hit your stride yet. It's just the beginning of things right now. Are you guys feeling that same way too? Like there's so much potential with us?
I agree. You know, I think, like you said, we're just kind of getting started. We're becoming a more cohesive unit. We got this whole mommy deal going on, so it's a good thing going on with the Judgment Day right now.
Well, I would say also you get booed more than anybody in that building, and that's your job too. That's your job right now, to make me angry, to make me throw the thumbs down, all of that. I've watched some things where you're talking on the mic, and the people are relentless, you know, and you're dealing with it. You're dealing with it well. What's the longest you've stood there waiting for people to stop booing you? Because there was one time I was like, is this ever going to stop? Dominik's just getting, man, you're getting the business.
I think it was the first time they handed me the mic and stood in the middle of the ring, because I didn't, keep in mind, everything that I'm doing is new to me. Mm-hmm. So I'm learning on the job as it is. And I touch the mic and I start moving the mic towards my mouth, and I just start getting booed. And I understand that that's what's supposed to happen, so I'm excited that there's at least something there, right? But when they don't stop booing, and I have things to get off my chest, I don't know when's the right time to just, you know, so I'm kind of just sitting there. But I want to say, I think the first time I grabbed a mic when I turned with the Judgment Day, and they were just not having it.
Are people cool in real life though? Like, do they get it? Like, I'm sure some little kids are going to see you at the airport and be like, I hate you, Dominik Mysterio, but for the most part, people are cool about it.
Some people get it, you know, but for the most part, yeah, people don't like me. I don't know what it is. I think it's my smile.
You got the smile, you got the swagger, man. You're 25, you're on top of the world right now with WWE. So how can you be hating life? You know, as long as you keep smiling, that's the most important thing. Let's talk about what's going on with the Judgment Day right now. You guys have some new enemies going with the OC, with AJ Styles, with Mia Yim, and the club, and like. Do you guys feel like there's more potential for matches with you? I really wish we could have seen you guys throw it down at War Games. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun.
Might have been a little too soon, though, but, you know, that would have been cool.
Yeah, locking us all four up in a cage would have been a bad idea, you know? But because the week beforehand, we destroyed each other in that parking lot. You know, we got crazy. So I think there definitely is potential there for matches, but after last week with Rhea putting that, you know, finishing factor on Mia Yim and all four of us coming out victorious was the button, you know, for us. I thought that was pretty sweet. But if they want to come back and get some more and get some more of this work, then they can.
All right, maybe we'll see it tonight at Capital One Arena, and everyone, you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster or the box office there. Outside of what you guys are doing right now with the OC, what are you interested in, Dominik, out in SmackDown, Raw, NXT? Anything you're really keeping your eye on right now?
So I'm definitely keeping my eye on obviously my dad over on SmackDown. You know, he's doing some things over there. He moved over and got an Intercontinental title shot. So, you know, maybe I got to make my way over there. But there's definitely a lot of groups over there. We got Legado of Fantasma. We got, you know, Hit Row. We have the Street Profits that just came back from Raw. So we got a lot of things to deal with and got to make sure that the Judgment Day is the one standing tall at the end of the day.
You said a lot of groups. I've noticed this there's been a rise of factions again lately with Legato, with Hit Row, with the OC, with you guys. I feel like right now everyone's grouping off, and that's going to make for some interesting pairings down the road. You guys haven't even touched things on the SmackDown side yet, so there's a lot of potential all around.
Correct. Yeah, and like you said, the factions just started forming, and I think they saw how strong the Judgment Day was getting, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know how." even the Usos with Roman, these. There's a lot of strength there, but, we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe tonight at Capital One.
Well, tonight we got the Usos and Riddle and Elias in a tag team title match. Is this something you guys have talked about? Like, I haven't really seen, you guys have worked together, but is there any thought, because you are a former tag team champion, is there any thought of grouping up with Damian Priest or with Finn to maybe go after some tag team gold?
We've definitely thought about it, going after some titles, whether it's the tag titles or even just some singles runs for the boys, or even Rhea, get her a title shot. But at the moment, I think we're just focused on the Judgment Day being a unit, and whatever holds for us for the future, if that is a title shot or whatever it is, we're looking forward to it, and we're definitely ready.
Do you like the way things are going with the titles right now? Because I think it's pretty solid. Roman on top, and then the Usos with the tags. Raw has the United States. SmackDown has the Intercontinental. Do you feel like it's a good dynamic now with the titles? Because for a while it seemed like there were maybe too many belts, but now it feels like there's a good balance right now.
I think there's a good dynamic with the titles, and every title right now is very important. There's a lot of meaning behind each title, and getting your hands on one is it's always been a goal, but right now it seems like it's the thing to do.
Yeah.
Because any one of those titles is so prestige, So I think we can definitely try and make something happen. You don't just
get into WWE or any organization for that matter just to be there. You want to be a champion. Yeah. You want to be on top.
Yeah, you want to write your name down in the history books.
Absolutely. Was it always the goal for you, Dom, to be in WWE? Like when you were growing up, obviously wrestling's around 24/7. Was this always something you thought I want to do one day, or was there maybe any other plans that you were thinking about?
So I think it was always in the back of my head or back of my mind to wrestle, because like you said, just always being around it. I think people genuinely forget that I actually debuted in 2005.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. You were like that big. You were like little guy.
Yeah, but I always loved it, man. It was always just something about it that caught my eye. Of course, when I got into high school, my girlfriend came around and sports, but wrestling was always just something about it, and my high school never offered like wrestling, so I did other sports, but once I told my dad I wanted to give it a shot, it was a whole new world for me.
What'd you do? What else did you play?
I played soccer and football.
Okay,
so
all right.
Football. So yeah, so everyone.
Are you keeping up on the cup right now? You watching everything?
Yeah, it was a heartbreaker for Mexico and for the USA.
Not a good weekend.
Not a good weekend. But we'll continue watching. We'll support.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's leave on this, Dominik. Last thing. Why, if you're so mad at your father, why do you keep the Mysterio name?
Because
and I know that's been your name since day one, but if you're mad at him, why not go with something else?
Because the reasons that I am upset at him are not because of the Mysterio name. It's because of what he's chosen to do with the Mysterio name. So I think for me, I understand the value that the name carries, and I understand what he's done for the name. And I think the Mysterio name needs to stay with me because I can take it to a level that Rey Mysterio hasn't taken, which is something that's to be said because that is a global name, so we'll see.
All right. You know what? I like that answer then. Dominik Mysterio with the Judgment Day. We're going to see him at Capital One Arena tonight for Monday Night Raw back in D.C. And everyone, you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. We're going to have the Judgment Day, like I said, the tag title match with the Usos and Riddle and Elias. I think this is their first time teaming up too, isn't it?
It
might be.
It might be, yeah.
They get a title shot already? What about you guys?
What is this?
Where's your title
Where's
shot?
Where's the Judgment Day title
champion.
shot? I am a former tag team champion. What is this?
Elias has never held anything. He's not done anything. And Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch. We'll see all the superstars. Seth Rollins. And again, you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. Dominik, thank you for this morning, man.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming in so early. It's for everyone that doesn't know, it's like before the sun's even up. So Dominik, thank you, my brother. I appreciate that.
Thank you guys for having me.